Hi Jared, it's Cherry. Let's see what the tarot comes out for you. Normally I take specific questions. I know that you were asking about twin flame stuff last night, so whatever spirit wants to tell you, that's kind of what I'm going to go with on this one. Some kind of message from spirit on love or anything else that you need. Right now, current energies. I'm gonna light this candle. Okay. Alright, you got the Two of Pentacles. That's good. Normally Two of Pentacles, you would see a juggler juggling things, so it's like multitasking, doing a lot of things well at the same time, and that's always good news. It's also, money's looking pretty good. Ships are coming in with their money, but and you're enjoying your work, and you have to put some effort into it. But as far as relationships are concerned, which my deck that I created, I kind of geared it more on love. Um, it's it's a kind of a partnership in a sense that you're dealing with, that's coming up next, or that's currently in your environment, and it's just somebody that you might cross paths with. Like if you say they drop something and you bend down to pick it up and you bump into each other, that might be how you meet your twin flame. Or it could be, or this could represent somebody that you already know right now, that you have sort of a business relationship with, that you cross paths here and there together, and bump into each other every once in a while, something like that. Or that you actually do have a really good work relationship, that you're very compatible and coordinate really well together. So that's what I'm feeling so far for this. Let's see what else. So this could be a Queen of Wands person coming in, a fire sign, somebody very passionate, charming, enthusiastic, funny, beautiful. She could just sort of be somebody that lights up the room. She could be an artist of some sort, an entertainer of some kind. All right, and you've got the Seven of Cups. It's kind of like many choices here, I mean, you might think of her more like one in a million, like there's nobody else like this person. In the sea of women, she stands out, Or it could be that you may think she has many choices, and why would she be interested in you, or something like that, So those are thoughts that come up here. But look, you've got the Three of Cups, which is, for me, it's the Tryst card, which is talking about a rendezvous, a getaway, like connecting. So there's a person you're going to connect with really quickly and possibly have a love relationship with, at least a romantic interlude with them. Three of Cups, if it doesn't represent a romantic relationship with another person, it could also represent a celebration of some sort and going out for drinks or something like that. You have the Page of Wands, so you definitely passion there. There's this passionate message that you want to give her, and she is receptive to it. She's feeling it. Yeah, and it's making her feel very secure in herself and wanting to build on that. And you've got all of these beautiful redheads. So whether she's a redhead or not, I'm feeling a definite fire energy from her, like very warm, sunny energy. You have the Prince of Cups. This could be you're Cancer, right? So maybe you're a little bit shy, and she sees you. Maybe she sees you as younger than she is, and somehow a little shy, but emotional and sweet and kind, and maybe a little bit sensitive too. Let's see what else. Alright, so there's so much love here. Whoever is coming towards you next, whoever this is, even if it's somebody you already know, there's a lot of love here. It's an overflowing abundance of love. And it's, first of all, aces mean soon, and secondly, aces mean beginnings. So if you haven't met anyone, you're about to. If you have, it could be a new chapter or restart or some kind of refreshing of the situation, making it better, starting over, refresh, refreshing and rejuvenating. It's like the justice here is talking about balance and fairness in the situation now. That's going to add a sort of dynamic that wasn't there before. And things balancing out. Justice also, represents marriages and divorces and legal things of all kinds. And so, however that pertains to you, just know you will have a win in your favor, whatever it is that you're thinking about. You also have the Queen of Cups. So this woman has, she may or may not be a fire sign, but she definitely has a loving attitude towards you as well. But it definitely, and then you have the King of Cups. So the King and Queen, the twin flames came out. But it is the young king, which I have two kings in this deck, and the young king came out. So there's kind of giving me an example here that you have a little bit younger energy than her, even if you're not um, um, even if you're not biologically younger, you're something about you're emotionally younger, or even if it's just you're Cancer and she's a Scorpio, for instance, you're younger in the astrological chart than she is, and so there's things that are going to feel a little bit different about you, like you're still kind of learning and growing into something, and she's already kind of there, but this feels nostalgic, like you've met her before. Like, this is somebody you do know that's coming in from your past or past life, but you know them very, like, when you meet them, you're going to feel like, do I know you? Where have we met before? You seem so familiar to me. What's going on here? And you might have seen them in your dreams, even if you're one of those people who doesn't remember dreams. The knowing them might stem from a dream that you had that you don't even remember the dream, the dream that reminds you of a past life that you had together. But anyway, yeah, so that's really beautiful. I thought what would be nice for you is if I give you a message from the gods and titans, because I love to get masculine energy messages once in a while for myself, even. They're very caring and have a lot of compassion, and they might be able to guide you in a good path on what to do next about any situation that you're involved in, whether it's a current person, a person coming towards you, whether it's love or career or anything else. We'll see what the gods and titans want to say to you. All right. Wow, perfect. So you are in a twin flame relationship because you got Osiris. You got the highest twin flame of all, the highest twin flame couple. It's interesting too, because of all the the cards in here that you could have chose from, I mean, that could have flown out for you, this is the only one that's an actual couple. They're all just men doing their thing, being the God self. This is the only one that's a man that has to have this woman by his side. It's like it's a necessity. Now, the right woman by your side is what you gotta get. You gotta get this twin by your side so you can manifest amazing things and ascend together. So Osiris is saying renewal, and yeah, I was feeling this renewal feeling, right, with all these aces here, and this amazing cup of Ace of Cups, particularly the Ace of Cups, but definitely Ace of Pentacles too is renewing. All right, and so So, renewal is all about paying attention to your need for rejuvenation, both physically and mentally. Okay, and I guess spiritually and you know materialistically as well. Perhaps one of the most enduring gods of resurrection is Osiris, and he's the husband of Isis. This is the key member of the Egyptian pantheon. He's the son of the earth god Jeb and Nuit, the goddess of the sky. Osiris developed into a god of death and rebirth after his own violent death. So what happened was that Isis's love and devotion to Osiris after his brother Set killed and dismembered him is central to the Egyptian myth. She traveled the earth looking for pieces of his body. Then she cast a powerful spell which brought her husband back to life long enough to conceive her son Horus. And then Osiris retreated back into the underworld. And so that's why he represents a deity of resurrection. He gave hope to all that there was an afterlife and that death could be transcended. And Osiris didn't just judge the dead, but he was also responsible for their afterlife and reincarnation. So, because of that, the energy of rebirth and renewal is tied more to Osiris than any other lords of the underworld, like even Hades. So, the ancient Egyptians created complex magical processes and rituals and rites with Osiris as the central figure to ensure a successful resurrection after death. So in this picture, you can see him. He's sort of bluish green and purplish, but he's depicted with this kind of complexion to signify his role behind germination and fertility, and he also rules the flooding of the Nile and the budding crops that come out of that flood. You can call upon Osiris when you need to be renewed, when you're tired or physically or mentally. His magical energy will nourish you. When you feel like there's no hope, especially after trauma or difficult relationship, his presence will soothe you. Osiris also appears when there is a beginning or transition close at hand. So there you go. Aces are beginnings, and something is close at hand for you. On the shadow side, I'm going to tell you about the shadow side. If you push yourself too hard, destroy your body, or pay no heed to the fruitfulness of relationships, sometimes it becomes too late or too difficult for a complete renewal. So pay attention to your own self-care and your rejuvenating power. And if you need to, take time to rest and repair. And make amends and atone and make apologies and reach out and things like that. Don't think that it's ever too late. There might be a sense that you feel like it is, but maybe it's not. Just keep trying. Osiris often visits. When he comes around, it's often as a clue that you need to retreat or have a holiday. Or if you're in a holiday right now or in a retreat, then it's good. You made the right choice, and soon there's a renewal coming, a new beginning coming. Okay, so if you would like to have an invocation, let me just do a little invocation for you. So you can do this with or without the ritual, but or if you want to do like some fast growing seeds or something, like, or a little planter of soil or whatever, just kind of like have a seed type feeling around you, like a soil or a seed or something that looks like it's about to grow, with a green candle and moon water. And you can make moon water. I make it a lot by leaving a bowl of water underneath the full moon one night, and then put it in a flask or a jar for storage. So, light the candle and say, Osiris, you are Lord of the dead, but also Lord of rebirth. Strip from me what holds me back, and in this death, the void of hope. Allow a new path to grow for me. Then hold the seeds in your hand and think about all you need for a fresh start. Think about the feeling of vital, purposeful, healed, and whole. Feel the power of this feeling growing inside your body. Then focus on your hands. Transfer the power of the seeds in your hands and now plant the seeds in the planter box. And as you do this, say, Mighty Osiris, grant complete fertility to these seeds. May they sprout, may they grow, may they reach their ripeness. Then may I harvest them for my greater good. Now think of one step you will take toward the new life you have asked for. Do this within 24 hours if possible. When the seeds sprout, eat them as if they're edible, or if they are edible, and they contain the power of God. If they're not edible, then simply enjoy them and know that Osiris energy is actively granting you that new beginning. So there you go. It's a beautiful little ritual, and it'll help you visualize this new birth in your life, this resurrection of a situation that may have seemed to die, or of yourself into a new life, and gathering the courage that you need through this special power of Osiris. Okay? Well, I hope you like that. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.